Hey everyone, what's up? Tony here. Welcome along to episode number 8 of Grassroots to Glory, my Football Manager 21 Tier 10 saved game where we take my local hometown club of Washington FC. We're hoping to go from EBAC Northern League Division 2. That's where we start in Tier 10, the League Division 2. We're going to go all the way from Northern League Division 2 to hopefully the Premier League and, if possible, into the Champions League as well. That is the plan. If you've been following the series so far, thank you so much, of course, for all your support. I genuinely appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, do get yourself subscribed, turn your notifications on, and go and have a quick check of some of the previous videos to get a bit of context where we are and get yourself caught up to speed. So where we are is season 2. That's where we are. We are currently sitting in 5th. We've played 11 games. We are kind of where we're probably expected to be. Last season we finished 5th. We're also expected to finish 5th again this season. League form at the start of the season has been a bit up and down, to be honest. We're losing more games than I was expecting we are, but we are kind of on a bit of a decent run, which we, of course, will get to in a little bit. So we're losing points in really bad situations. So this is a home tie to Eason to Colliery. We should have really beaten them because they're the sort of whipping boys of the league almost. And then we're letting goals like that in the 92nd minute, which is just like we're dropping points at home, which you can't afford to do at any level, of course. You know that. Like, you've got to win your home games. Carlisle City, though, we went across there. Great goal there from Simpson. Wonderful strike. That put us 1-0 up. And then we actually managed to get a little bit of luck, which, you know, if you've been following the channel, you'll know luck's not something that we tend to have. And got a little own goal there to give us a 2-0 lead. This is against Stockport in the Cup, so a great performance, really. 4-0. Howell getting himself on the score sheet there. And then, of course, there's a great ball out here. Stevenson pulls it back. Howell again, in off the underside of the bar. This guy's starting to look like a bit of a player, to be honest. He's only 15, 16, so he's really starting to come into his own already. Stevenson again, another one of the newbies. He rocks in with a great goal also, and then a ball in for Billington. So 4-0 in the Builder Bays Vars second round. Very, very happy with that result. This game against Berkeley had everything. Look at 4-3. So Howell again on the score sheet. We don't sort of get any goals coming until about 57 minutes in. Then, of course, the ball's played through here. They pull a goal back, and it's like, oh, you know, that's are we going to get a draw? Then within seconds, you know, they're actually 2-1 up, and I'll be honest, I start to panic a little bit at that point, thinking, right, you know, is it going to be one of those games? Howell then picks the ball up at the far post. Have we lost that chance? No, we haven't. It's pulled back. Colin Gray with a great chance to level the game up at 2-2. And then with 10 minutes to go, look at that for a goal. Like, we're just not picking anybody up. So you wonder why we're not picking anybody up, but here comes Farrell now. Out he comes. Great ball in. Nash with a goal there. Then Stevenson, great ball in, and that's Howell again, and that should see us over the line. We did lose to Bedlington Terriers. Like, I just don't really know what you can say, to be honest. If you're not even going to register a shot in a match, then, like, you know, you're never going to get anything. And Bedlington are going to be up there or thereabouts. Probably strong favourites for either the title or promotion. So it was a really, really disappointing result, if I'm honest. We then followed that up with a 3-0 win over Heaton Stannington, which, you know, was much better. I'll more than happily take that. John Joe Lang getting on the score sheet at the start of the second half. Farrell with a lovely ball in there, and then headed down from Howell to Lang again. That gets him his second goal for the game. And then Gray pings it up, and then Pernell Jean getting a header at the back post. So that made it 3-0. We lost, unfortunately, to Hallam in the Builder Bays Vars third round. Great ball in there. Like, we struggle a little bit, don't we, with those whip balls. Their defence tend not to be able to be very reactive with those sorts of crosses. So we need to maybe work on that a little bit. John Joe Lang again, though, he's sort of playing pretty well up front, to be honest, getting himself his goals, so very happy with that. But then, as we said before about luck, at the start of the highlights collection, luck is not on our side at that point. Colin Gray dives in, tries to block the shot, and unfortunately has only blocked the shot into the path of the striker, who's then tucked away and of course given the opposition the victory. So that wasn't particularly brilliant. But then again, we play Eason Collier again, and this time we actually do pick up all 3 points rather than letting a point slip. Which again, we try our best to let the points go, but we do manage to actually hold on and get the win. That was in the Northern League Cup first round, so that's out the way there. So we've got a cup victory, we've got a cup defeat. We're going to play Newcastle University now. I'll be honest, the plan was to show the whole game as part of the live sort of but the next match is kind of a bit more interesting against Jarrow, so I'm going to condense this one. We're going to have a quick look here at a highlight. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but let's face it, we have a highlight for a reason. Here comes Jonjo Lang. That's 1-0. That's his 12th goal of the season, so very, very happy with Jonjo Lang at that point. And that little link up there, that partnership between Jonjo Lang and Howell is really starting to develop. As I say, keeper's goal kicks kind of dropped it a bit too short. Howell's picked it up unchallenged, plays the ball through to Jonjo Lang, who slips it past the keeper. He's onside. It does say it's a tight offside. Look at that. Look at that margins there. Really, really tight, but he is onside. So we do slot the ball past the keeper, and that makes it 1-0 and actually gave us the win that we needed. So that takes us up to 4th. As you can see, we're 8 points behind Bedlington Terriers. We're 6 behind Chesley Street, and with 3 behind West Allotment. We're going into the game against Jarrow. We were 4 points clear of Jarrow, and hopefully we can push on and get those points, because we need to start putting a bit of pressure on Chesley Street and Bedlington Terriers if we're wanting to be in the promotion conversation, which we do. Whether or not we can go up or not, I don't know. I still don't know. We'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens throughout the season. So this is the team that's going to face Jarrow. Ellison in goal. You'll never beat Dennis Waller, David Billington, Ross McFarlane, Pernell Jean, Steve Simpson, Colin Gray, Alan Stevenson, Jordan Farrell, Marcus Howell and Jonjo Lang. That is the side that's going to go out. Hopefully we can get a good result. I'm confident. I mean, I know Jarrow are playing pretty decent as well, but I think our form is pretty good. We're starting to get a bit of a groove, so hopefully Jonjo Lang scoring, Howell scoring, Stevenson's playing really well. Farrell looks a bit of a handful on the wing, and I think we're starting to do decent on set plays as well, like delivery, where we've got sort of defenders getting up. So Billington's a bit of a threat. Pernell Jean has weighed in with a goal from set plays. So I think, if you just ask me now, I would say maybe 1-0, 2-1. That's kind of where I'd be thinking with this game. But ultimately, we need to. I think if we strike first, get the goal first, then the confidence will then run, and we should hopefully be able to pick up the points. So that's where I'm at with it. Fortunately, there's a free kick here from Jarrow. Good ball in, and that's a great save by Ellison. He's really starting to come into his own. I know he's still only like 17, but it's been mentioned before about trying to bring some players in, getting a bit of experience, and I'm desperately trying to get players in because we are, of course, only playing kids. And there was a discussion about bring a goalkeeper in, but I think Ellison's kind of proven his worth, to be honest. I know we're maybe potentially just talking about off the back of that save, but I think he's actually doing pretty good for a 17-year-old goalkeeper. He's actually doing all right. Farrell now with the ball, nips in past the defender, gets the ball back, unfortunately, from the cross didn't quite work out. Stevenson, what a strike that is. What a goal. You know what? I didn't expect him to hit it from there, to be honest. I think Farrell got lucky with the cross. He put it in, Luke headed it straight back. It's gone straight back to him. And then Stevenson picks the ball up. He's 25 yards or whatever. Bang, just curls that into the bottom corner. Keeper's got no chance. What a strike. 1-0, 12 minutes gone. And that is Washington on their way, we hope. So Farrell gets the header now. Unfortunately, it's come out. And there's a bit of a counter opportunity, is there? No, McFarlane's mopped that up nicely. Dennis Waller here, up towards Howell, which has been cut out. Billington cuts out the header. Weird, great ball forward. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Lee Kerr with the equaliser. We've only been ahead for 12 minutes. And I'm trying to look as to where. No, it's a good run. It's a good run off the back of the defender, to be honest. I was kind of thinking, are we a bit too high? But no, not really. It's quite a good run. Can't really defend against those, I suppose. But we need to maybe start to focus a little bit more. I think possibly we might have to drop a little bit deeper to avoid those sorts of balls coming through. But let's not take anything away from that finish. It was a great finish. They've done exactly what they needed to do, so can't complain. In that sense, we just need to now push on and actually go for our second goal. So we could do with something. Colin Gray, great ball in there, headed away. It's come out as far as Howell. It's defended well. Gray now picks up the loose ball. Waller just pumps it up and no one is there, so the ball's turned over. The thing is, the longer it goes 1-1, the less confident I am. We say this every single time. We take the lead, we let the lead slip, and then I spend the rest of the episode panicking that we're not going to get a positive result. And I guess we're doing it again, aren't we? Performance-wise, it's kind of even, really. And I think that makes it worse, because if it's even, you can't really go bawling and shouting at the players and say, look, you need to do better. Like, ultimately, we just need to kind of encourage them a little bit and say, look, you're the better side. Go back out there and get the result that we need to get. That's what we need to do. But how do you do that? The 17-year-olds who going, look, you're doing really well, but you need to just dial it up a little bit. Give me a bit more. I guess it's times like this when you think maybe a couple of experienced heads in the dressing room would really help. That's a great ball. It's a very dangerous ball, actually. And it's still not cleared. And in fact, it's Ellison manages to put his hands on it and stops the potential second goal from Jarrow. That's the sort of opportunity that we need to be trying to nullify so that they don't get that. It was a great ball in the back post, causes all kinds of problems. Thankfully, we managed to stand it up, but it could so easily have ended up in the net, and we would have been 2-1 down. It seems to be quite a bit of the highlights that are coming now all seem to start from Jarrow, so that's suggesting that we're under a bit of pressure at the minute, and I'm not massively happy with that. Lovely ball through, 2-1. It was coming. It's been coming, hasn't it? Matty Chirinda makes it 2-1, and as I say, it's been coming. I guess whenever the highlights start with the opposition and they start with the opposition and they start with the opposition, it gives you an indication that you're under the cosh, and we haven't dealt with that well enough. So I think we need to start doing something different. I've tried to push the mentality up to a bit of attacking. Looks like it's backfired somewhat. So we need to try and see what options we can have. Let's jig the formation. That tends to work well, doesn't it? And by working well, just see what we can have. Something a bit different. Let's go 3-2-4-1. Good a formation as any, isn't it? Let's just try and mix it up. I can't imagine that Jarrow will have really taken on many 3-2-5s or 3-2-4-1s or however you want to look at that. So hopefully that sort of formation could just scare them a little bit. We'll go through the middle, we'll shoot on sight, we'll not do anything fancy. Just literally just try and drive through the middle at them. Stevenson with a free kick. What a goal that is. What a goal that is from Alan Stevenson. That is outstanding. He's had 2 goal of the month contenders in this match alone. Look at that. Beautiful strike. Absolutely stunning. That's Polos level. That's what we want there. We've changed the formation up ever so slightly. Already it's starting to pay dividends. Now we just have another 35 minutes to try and eke out a second goal. In fact, here's John Joe Lang through on goal now. It's keeper. It's blocked. It's blocked by Lang. It doesn't even get to the goalkeeper. The defenders managed to nullify that threat before it can even be a threat. So a bit more positive from us, to be honest. Free kick from Gray into the wall, and it's headed clear by Stevenson. And are we going to get Farrell going to pick it up? No, he's not. He's going to miss out. And they just keep the ball in, and they put it back through, and it's cleared. And no, put a foot in it, get a foot in, but stand up as well. Don't go to ground. That'll do. You can just sense it. You can sense when things like that happen that you're like, oh, they're gonna go throw themselves in. It's gonna be a penalty, and it's like, just trying to remember whether you've put it on like sort of, get stuck in, and you're like, I hope it's not on get stuck in, because there's nothing you can do in the middle of a highlight. It's just not. It's just gonna do its own thing. So maybe try and bring Kevin Nash on now, possibly. Can we go for it? Can we go for it? Can we roll the dice and get that 3 points? We might as well have a go, mightn't we? We might as well. Get Andre Allen on as well. Because I think Billington's put a shift in. He's exhausted. So let's bring Andre Allen on in defence. Kevin Nash is going on up front. We are playing what is sort of a... He's done it again. He's done it again. Alan Stevenson with an outstanding hat-trick. Like, each goal better than the last. That is amazing. What a free kick that is. First goal, stunning. Second goal is a free kick that's stunning. Third goal is a free kick that's stunning. And Alan Stevenson, take next week off. You have had an absolute day. 3 goals, what a performance. Look, what's his average? 9.2. 9.2 for Alan Stevenson. What a player he's been today. Here's Kevin Nash. Oh, he should have finished it. That could have been 4. 8 minutes to go. Great save by the goalkeeper. Played in, headed away. Who's onto it now? Simpson picks up the lost ball. Alan back to Simpson. Stevenson, he wants the ball all the time now, doesn't he? Of course he does. But the highlight cuts out, and we are kind of getting towards the back end of the match now. 5 minutes to go. Possibly an idea to tighten it up, as they've gone to a 4-3-3. So maybe we need to start dropping some players backwards. So maybe drop Gray back into a sort of slightly deeper defensive position. Kevin Nash can come and rejoin the midfield sort of trio just behind Lang. So it's kind of like an inverted Christmas tree at this point, but we can maybe sort of balance it out to like a 3-3-3-1. Might look quite nice, and that should hopefully give us enough defensive stability. I've got a right back, and I suppose I've got technically Colin Gray could play a left back if needs be, so if we're going to drop back to a back 4, but hopefully this back 3 should be enough. Colin Gray gets his foot in there, blocks the ball away. It's Hollingworth pumps it wide. And we've got a great effort, and Ellison with a save, and that's what we want. Held onto it. That is a great moment for the goalkeeper there. Confidence inspiring for the rest of the team and for himself, because, of course, as you say, we hit the 90th minute and just need to make sure that we don't concede at that point. Free kick there, just in front of the halfway line. Final whistle's gone. We've pulled it round. Oh, what a performance. 3 goals from Alan Stevenson. 3 goals that were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very happy with that. And performance-wise, it was decent enough. I think second half we were much better than the first half. So we need to obviously learn from that. We've kind of been tweaking around with a new shape there. That was quite interesting. That seemed to work well for us. So ultimately, we'll take away the positives from this. We've got the 3 points. We've tried a new shape. We've had a great performance from certain players, particularly from Stevenson. So very, very happy about that. And we're still only 6 points behind Chesley Street. So that's the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. Do, of course, comment below on anything that you've liked or anything you want to see that's improved upon with the team. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. And, of course, do remember, I've got a Journeyman save on the channel as well, so if you're looking for something else to watch. So as I say, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back very, very soon with the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon for the next episode of Grassroots to Glory.